Welcome back to our channel, where we unleash the power of artificial intelligence to take your sales skills to the next level. Today, we're diving back into Sales Coach AI, a dynamic tool that empowers you to master sales scenarios through interactive roleplay. First up, I'll give you a bird's eye view of a roleplay session, where we tackle one of the most common challenges in sales, addressing investment concerns. If you're curious about the specifics and want a detailed breakdown of the conversation, stay tuned after the overview and I'll walk you through the dialogue step by step. Let's set the stage. We're presenting a high-value business coaching program to our client, Alex. He's intrigued but hesitant due to investment involved. It's a classic scenario that tests the mettle of sales professionals, justifying the value over the cost. In our role play, we start by building trust with Alex using success stories to illustrate the program's worth. Alex responds well, gaining confidence in what our program can achieve. We address his concerns head-on, emphasizing the program's personalized approach and long-term benefits. Alex acknowledges the appeal of tailored support, yet he's still weighing the decision. We use this moment to further clarify the program's advantages, helping him understand that the investment aligns with the exceptional results he'll gain. That's the overview of our role play with Alex. By guiding him from initial hesitation to considering the program's value, we demonstrate the effectiveness of strategic objection handling. If you're keen on the nitty-gritty of how we turned Alex's skepticism into consideration, don't go anywhere. I'm about to dive into the details of our conversation, providing you with the words and strategies that can make a difference in your sales. So Sales Coach AI is going to say, great, let's practice objection handling with some guidance. We'll simulate a sales call scenario where you, the salesperson, will encounter common objections from a potential client. I'll play the role of the client and I'll provide feedback and tips based on the objection handling frameworks and techniques from the sales training materials in my source of knowledge. I'll play the role of the client and I'll provide feedback and tips based on the objection handling frameworks and techniques from the sales training materials in my knowledge source. Here's our scenario. You are selling a high-end business coaching program designed to help entrepreneurs scale their businesses. I am a potential client who has shown interest in the program but have reservations. As we go through this, I'll raise objections and you'll respond using the objection handling techniques. After each response, I'll offer feedback or suggestions. Let's begin. Client: I'm interested in the business coaching program, but I'm not sure if it's worth the investment. It seems pretty expensive. Your turn to respond to this using objection handling techniques. Remember to acknowledge the objection, probe further, and guide the conversation towards resolving the objection. So I'm going to say, I understand you're not sure if it's worth the investment because it seems pretty expensive. If you don't mind me asking, what particularly about the investment makes it seem expensive? Sales Coach: that's a good approach. You've acknowledged my concern and you are probing deeper to understand the specific reason behind my perception of the cost. This aligns well with the strategies outlined in your training materials, where digging deeper into objections is crucial to understanding the client's perspective. Well, the client's going to say, well, I've looked at other coaching programs and your price is higher than most. I'm just not convinced that the extra cost translates to better results. Now you can use the information to tailor your response. Remember to focus on the value and unique benefits of your coaching program. You might also want to employ techniques like comparing the cost to the value provided or discussing the potential return on investment. So I'm going to say, I see. So you're not convinced that the extra cost translates to better results. Well, let me ask you this. Is there anything about our program that you do believe is better than the other ones that you believe would translate to better results? And one thing I noticed as I'm reading, what I actually prompted Sales Coach with is that you can't get the tonality across. So one thing I'd highly suggest as you're doing the role plays and typing out your responses, whether it's the client or the salesperson, is to imagine, put yourself in the role actually having that conversation. That's the only thing that the sales coach honestly is not doing, is conveying the articulation and the tonality, the right tonality for the right type of questions. So that's something you need to visualize yourself. So sales coach says, excellent. You've employed the technique of reframing the objection by focusing on the unique benefits of the program. This strategy, as outlined in your training materials, shifts the conversation from cost to value, helping the client see the potential return on their investment. The client's going to say, yes, I do see that your program offers more personalized attention and follow-up support, which others don't. That could be beneficial, but I'm still not sure if that justifies the higher price. Now you can emphasize the value of personalized attention and follow-up support in achieving better results. This is an opportunity to highlight how these unique features of your program can directly address the client's needs and goals. Okay, here there's a typo, grammar problem, but let's just go with it. So I wrote, well, I'm happy to hear that you do see how our program offers more personalized attention and follow-up support than the others. I meant to say here, you did say that the valued personalized attention follow-up programs, wasn't something that was provided to you in the past. So I wanted to say, would you say based on your experience of not having that before, you now know the value of it and that would justify the higher? That's a solid approach. You're reinforcing the value of the unique features, personalized attention and follow-up support that the client has already acknowledged as beneficial. This technique of aligning the product's unique benefits with the client's recognized needs is effective in justifying the cost. Client's going to say, that's a fair point. I do see the potential value in personalized support. It's just a big decision, and I want to be sure I'm just making the right investment. Here, the client is showing signs of moving past the initial cost concern, but still expresses hesitation. This is a good moment to reinforce the client's understanding of the program's value, perhaps by providing examples of successful outcomes or testimonials, and to gently guide them towards making a decision. So I'm going to say, absolutely, one of my main goals for our call is to help you find out and feel confident that this is the right investment for you. And I would give them relevant stories, testimonials of other clients' successful outcomes, and try to gently guide them towards making a decision. Great choice to provide relevant success stories and testimonials. This approach effectively demonstrates the tangible benefits and results of your program, making the investment more justifiable in the client's eyes. It also helps in building trust and credibility. So the client's going to say, hearing about these success stories is definitely reassuring. It makes me feel more confident about your program, what your program can achieve. I think I'm ready to discuss next steps. So by this point, you've successfully navigated the objection by focusing on value and providing evidence of success. The client is now showing readiness to move forward. This is the time to smoothly transition into discussing the enrollment process, payment plans, or any next steps in your specific sales process. So thank you for joining me on another episode on Sales Coach AI. I really hope this session has provided valuable insights into the capabilities of Sales Coach AI. My goal is to consistently bring actionable content that will make a significant difference in your sales career. If you appreciate our approach and want to keep learning, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss one of our latest videos. You could explore Sales Coach AI further by visiting the link in the description below. And we always look forward to hearing from you. Drop us a comment with your thoughts, questions, or what you'd like to see in future content. Until our next video, keep honing your skills and pushing the boundaries of your sales.